there's a system or kind of a technique that people do. It's called flooding, and it's when you have a fear of something, you just face it, face your fears. And that's great, but it can also very much lead to major anxiety and such intense fear that you don't want to do it ever again. So this is a much more controlled, happy way to do it. So as you hang out in that mildly uncomfortable area, it slowly expands to kind of take up some of that extremely uncomfortable area. Then as you do that again, and it expands out and out and out. Obviously your comfort zone is never going to take up the entire world. There's always going to be areas where you're going to be a little bit lacking in social situations or in work situations. It can never be 100%, but certainly as you do it in a controlled manner, you can control it and you can own it, right? Okay, something we're going to be doing today, and we're going to be doing this a little bit today. We're also going to be doing this, which is whenever you have a feeling of anxiety, you have this peak. You go, oh, I don't know if anyone has a fear of clowns. No? Okay. But if you have a fear of clowns, it's good to talk about then, so we can just make it light. If you have a fear of clowns, it's not the best thing to go watch it, not right away. Better is to look at a picture of a clown from a distance. Then your anxiety goes up, and then after a while you're like, okay, it's just a picture of a clown, it's not that big of a deal. And then it starts to kind of even out, and then it starts to go down. As long as you wait until the anxiety starts to subside, you're in what we call the therapeutic zone. And the therapeutic zone is where changes can happen. It's where you can get in control of your fears. It's where you can own your life. If you do it before then, and you don't take it to a point where you realize that eventually it will subside, then as far as you're concerned, the fear is just going to go up and up and up and up. So we're going to be doing some fun stuff in the therapeutic zone today. Today I'm going to, I don't know how much time I have. I think I have a lot. So I'm going to be taking the pressure off myself and putting it on you guys. We're going to do kind of like a workshop style thing. Luckily it looks like everyone's doing a lot of interactive stuff, so that's good. Okay, so I teach 5 fundamental skills. And these skills, if taken to a level of fluency, and fluency, like I said, is speed, ease, and accuracy, but fluency is also a step beyond mastery. If you've mastered a language, that means that you understand the rules of this language. If you're fluent in a language, that means that you can take some poetic license with the language. It means you can change things up, but you talk to a 10-year-old kid who's fluent in Spanish, and you talk to this person who's studied Spanish for the last 10 years, and I have a feeling the kid is going to be able to connect with you more, touch your arm at the exact right time, use different language that kind of explains his opinions better. Of course, he's going to be talking about Lego, so maybe have different things in common, but okay. So the thing about, so I'll just go through these skills one at a time and keep you guys guessing. So the first skill is body language. So important. So important. If you don't have the proper body language, you are not going to be able to get your point across ever. If your body language and your words are not congruent, people will believe your body language every time. I love you. Right? I believe it. Everything communicates something. You may not be talking, but your body is always saying something. You just cannot shut it up. No matter the way you're sitting, the way you're drinking your water, everything you do, not to make you guys too self-conscious, but everything you do is communicating something. So if you don't know what you're communicating, and obviously there's an art to all this, so you don't want to be, super overly conscious of each little thing you do. You want to think more about the intention behind it. But if you don't know what you're communicating, then you're probably communicating something wrong.